You've all seen the movie Hitch, right? Really, really funny movie. I love that movie. It was just on TV the other day with Will Smith, hysterical. Well, what do women really want and do men really want out of their relationships? We have a real-life date doctor joining us right now. His name is Craig Donaldson. Good morning to you. You are a matchmaker. You have your own company and a very successful company with several different offices all across the country. Tell us about it first.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
At Model Quality Introductions, we've helped 80,000 couples find love for the last 20 years. We're an executive matchmaking agency for upscale men who seek really true love in committed relationships, not the typical relationships you'd find at a bar or a gym or a social lounge, but really deep love.
What is the difference between your agency and the popular dating sites out there like Match.com or eHarmony?
And Match.com and eHarmony, everybody can be whoever they want to be by profile on the internet.
It'd be very scary.
But in real life, when we're sitting here like this, face to face, reality takes its toll. And we can see what someone's really about, what they're looking for, what they have to offer. But really what's interesting is men will put their poker hand on the table, women will put their poker hand on the table, and we'll look at both hands and pair the cards together. People that should be meant to be together, we'll bring them together. Doesn't matter where they live or their occupation or what they do for a living, we'll help them find love.
So what is the screening process like with your clients?
It's great. Everybody gets to come in and sit down like this face to face, and we really talk about everything that's important to them, their personality, what they're looking for lifestyle, what type of relationship they want, what stage are they just coming out of a divorce? Do they want to blend families? Do they want to have children? Or are they looking to just travel and have some fun and see the world? We help all couples.
Why do you think your agency is so successful? You're saying 80,000 couples. That's a huge number. Are they just tired doing the bar scene and the club scene? Have they just not been successful, maybe picking all the wrong ones? What do you think?
It's so hard for a man to work all day, and you might run a hedge fund, or you might be a Fortune 500 executive, but to go out, put a Tommy Bahama silk shirt on, run down to a tavern.
Maybe that's his problem. He's wearing a Tommy Bahama silk shirt.
It's true. But it's so hard to change gears. Once you're running a boardroom all day, how do you just don a different appearance and go out and say, hi, I want to meet you. Hi, can I buy you a drink? Hi, would you like to dance? Men of this caliber just don't do that. They have families, they have responsibility. Time is their most precious commodity.
Very successful men that are with your agency.
100%.
Wow. So let's talk about the women's aspect, okay? So how do you, we were talking earlier, you know, when I think matchmaker, I think millionaire matchmaker, you know, from the popular Bravo TV show. So with that, they have women who come in and the women are screened and then they're set up on these dates. Is it the same type of process with your agency?
It's similar, but in real life, what happens is when a man sees a beautiful woman, and only if she's beautiful to him will he approach. As he engages her in conversation, if he finds that she's as pretty on the inside as she is on the outside, he asks her out. If during the course of dating he finds out she's even more beautiful on the inside than she is on the outside, he asks her to marry him. But unfortunately, if he finds through dating that she's not as pretty on the inside as she was on the outside,
the switch goes to the opposite.
He simply stays for the weekend and he moves on. Women are looking for love in marriage, men are looking for love in marriage, but you have to go to where they are. You can't just hope that you're going to run into by luck, I'm going to be sitting next to someone at an art exhibit or at a cafe. You have to be more proactive.
I think this is a really interesting topic because I have a bevy of beautiful girlfriends. I mean, my friends who are gorgeous, wonderful people who have a really hard time meeting solid men. So one of the things that they've had trouble with is locking down the relationship. And I'd love to get your input on this. And I'm sure there's some viewers out there thinking the same thing. So they've been seeing a man, things seem to be going well. How do you bring up the, hey, what are we conversation?
Sure. Typically, at my company, Model Quality Introductions, we'll introduce couples that meet each other for the first date, but it's very awkward. He doesn't want to give up too much information. He doesn't want to brag or boast. She's trying to extract the information she needs. Is he commitment-minded? Does he want what I want in a relationship? Or is he here just to have a good time?
Right.
I, like Hitch, coach men and say, there's ways that you're going to have to navigate the first date. And this is very interesting for all the men that are watching out there. Two questions are going to come up on every first date that will make or break your relationship, no matter how much money you earn or what you drive or what you wear. And the two questions are, first, a lady will say, so what exactly are you looking for in a relationship? If he's not Johnny on the spot with an answer, she will soon lose interest. But the question will be, what are you looking for in a relationship? And the answer needs to be, I'm looking for a best friend and a soulmate. Someone I'll love more in 20 years than I do today. If he goes into physical body parts he's looking for or personalities that he's looking for,
we check out.
She checks out.
Right.
The second question will be, so what happened in your last relationship? Because what you say can and will be used against you. And if he says she was crazy, we just couldn't get along, she cheated, anything that would give a woman a reason to doubt his sincerity, she will, and she won't return his call after the date.
Sincerity, though, I mean, if you're feeding them things to say, I don't know if that's the best word to use, how do we judge their sincerity? Because maybe they do want to say body parts are important to me.
Body parts are important to all men.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't say that. They shouldn't say that on a first date or even a second date.
So
they should
coaching
keep
is
that
the right
internally.
word.
It's not that they can't say things, but they have to say things that are friendly to a lady.
Sure.
And a lady's looking for a man's sincerity. But really what she says is, women have pretty much a biological time clock. And they want to have kids by a certain age, they want to get married by a certain age. Men have a little more flexibility and freedom. So she doesn't want a man that's really looking for the 10-year plan when she's looking for the 2-year plan.
Right.
At Model Quality Introductions, we pair the couples together that want the same things at the same time.
Well, I can talk to you about this all day long. We're unfortunately out of time, but I do want to mention quickly something you said a few moments ago. Just a quick tip for the guys to don't be afraid to approach the women, and ladies, don't be afraid to go out by yourselves.
True, and if you're going to approach a woman, just simply extend your hand and say, hi, I'm Craig, nice to meet you. I wanted to introduce myself. You don't have to have any other type of line besides that.
Yes.
And ladies, just don't go out in 3s, 4s, and 5s. Make it easy for a man to approach you. Make it easy for him to engage you one-on-one, and love will take over.
All right, great advice. Thanks so much for
Thank you for
stopping
having
by.
me.
Love that. It's very interesting stuff.